Welcome to a 2v2 zerok cast, which, even though these players might not be the best, is going to be great. I have already watched the replay, sped up myself, and I can tell you that yes, it's a good hacking game. In the team here, Najan with rovers, his teammate also rovers, Jaden, and opposing Kyo in the red with tanks, and in the yellow rovers for Wildermind. So, this is going to be something that we have to pay attention to quite a lot, because there is also going to be a lot of raiding going on. Something that is of course really effective. And they're already Kadechi doing a great job, especially because it will heal up in a couple of seconds. Dots are really quick, dots are really cheap, and dots are quite good at raiding if there is no opponent nearby. However, Scotch is also good at raiding, and I think that Jaden already said it a little bit earlier on. But yeah, not the best thing that they went both with rovers. Should have probably communicated that a little better. Kadechis are not that high HP, so maybe fences could do something. However, you do need quite a couple of fences then. Ravager, already coming out, normally gets countered by raiders. At least that's the standard way to think about it. On this side, just dots sitting there. Kadechis are about to move in, and that could already be a dead mason. On the other side, Scorches are not going in yet, and oh no. No defenses here. Is that a dead factory? It definitely can be. Ravager coming in, and well, factory is about 50% down already. There is the Ravager on the other side of the factory, which means that it can't really do anything. Kadechi is actually retreating, but maybe moving around here, then getting defensive from behind, and hey, there are the dots. Dots are quite decent against fences, especially if the fences are not shooting at the dots. And dots are first going to take down the little mason, or at least try to, but in the meantime, Scotcher got up, and that means the factory will survive. These Scotches weren't able to do that much. We're able to take down like one metal extractor, but that's about it because we're focused on this side. Kadechis now will be able to take down economy. Wind turbines, of course, super low HP and 200% attrition already. Badges are already starting to come out, which might be a little too quick. I mean, it is a 2v2, so you would expect later game units to come out a little earlier, but I feel like you should be able to deal with most of what your enemy has right now with Scorches or dots a little bit better compared to getting up badges already. I mean, one load is here, commander here, with, I believe it's going to be an advanced radar up there, and a raiding going on. Maybe Team 2 or Team Southeast said to themselves, okay, you're going for raiders, that's blue, and then teal or light blue goes for like the later game army. I don't know. But more economy is going down. On this side, more Scorches moving in. Blitz isn't the best raider in a purely raider role, but is able to clean up a little Scorcher. Scorches here are going to take down another mason, and then should be able to take down more economy. Should be able to, which means that you have to go in for seconds and third. And 2v1ing a Scorcher, even though you're chasing, will be effective enough. This Scorcher should be cleaned up pretty soon as well, with the Ripper over here. But on this side, Ravagers, Scorches, Rippers, Fences all moving in. Well, I feel like Northwest doesn't really have that much. On the other hand, there are still Kadechis down south, which could move in kinda soon. in order to take down a little bit of economy themselves. Commander here should be able to handle this without too many difficulties. And don't move your badger in there. It should be at range. It's artillery. Artillery is for the long range things, not short range. And goes down to the blitz. Blitz also aren't too bad against rippers, with them being assault raiders, like raider slash assault slash raider. That means that they are not too bad against like a riot, especially because the Ripper is of course like an AoE riot, not just pure DPS. Raider did just barely go down, and another Ravager should go down because of attack moved blitzes. 4 more Ravagers here, and well, I'm starting to wonder, what are you going to go for next? You're going Ravagers, Badges, and you are going for the Raiders. So pretty much what I expected. A little bit more of economy will be denied, and these blitzes, or Kadeshis, are kind of forgotten about. Scotchies moving in, and not on attack move, so could be hit without too many difficulties by the Ravagers. But yeah, okay, one Ravager has gone down, the other one will stay up at least for now. Blitzes moving through the middle, and being like lightning weapons, they stun Scorchers quite well. Ripper on this side will be cleaned up, and will this one go up? It should not go up, however, it wasn't targeted, it goes up. And that means it does just barely clean up all of these Scorchers. That's what I mean, this is quite a good match. Now, Kadechis, finally you found them. And if these are attack moved, you should be able to deal with the Ravagers without too many problems. Retreating is also a good way to deal with the Ravagers. So, little bit of quietness, a little bit nothing going on. Which means I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel, because for some reason the rate at which people subscribe is way lower if you don't ask, somewhere in the middle or at the beginning of the video. And we are still trying to get to 500. We are, because then we will unlock community tab. Over here, Scorchers are just about to move in against the blitzes and should be able to clean them up, right? I mean, there are a lot of Scorchers. And yes, Blitz is stunned, but that means that a fresh Scorcher will take its place. You're not damaging a specific Scorcher, just splitting them up, and then the full HP ones will go to front. These Scorchers, though, are kind of dangerous. I mean, look at their scouting, like radar. They don't have that much. Team Northwest has the advanced radar backup, and we'll see a lot more. Will it stay up? Yes, because I don't think Scorchers are able to reach up there. Scorchers on this side should not be able to do too much, and here we have a Ravager fight. Economy over here will go down, and oh no, this is a Ripper Scorcher force, which is about to move into the economy. On the other side here, economy will also get cleaned up by these Scorchers. Here, blitzes are or are not able to clean up all of these Scorchers. They're doing a decent job, but they will in the end go down. Scorchers have a target in mind. They do. What is that target? Well, you might be surprised, but come on, follow it. There are they. Where are they going? Here they are, going straight for the factory. Sitting behind it, and there it goes. I've got to pause because there is a lot of construction noises. Okay, so I thought they were done with the construction, but I guess not. Hopefully it's not going to be too big of a problem. Anyways, over here, Scorches have just been cleaned up, and oh no, that's a lot of fencers and ravagers. Moving into the economy. That could be another death factory, but now on Team Northwest. Also, the Southeast had already gotten up a fusion reactor, which is also up on this side, which means that both teams should have a lot of energy. Fencers just sitting behind, and that is kind of flippin' scary. Minotaur, though, being an assault, soaks a lot of damage. I mean, 6800 HP. And yeah, it's expensive, so it does also do good enough damage against fencers. Scorches in low numbers are not going to work. Assaults, that's what works against fencers, at least generally. Ravagers moving in, Minotaur moving in, and the fencers have to retreat. Over here, Stardust is very nicely positioned. Maybe a little too far forwards, but I don't know. No, it's actually really nicely done. Over here, more economy going up for Team Northwest. However, yeah, they are a little bit under siege right now. Badger, without any support, so that's not great, is quite close. Down south here, still two little Kodachis not doing anything. They could move in here, because there is actually a little bit of an opportunity to raid. Badgers now just taking down economy, will soon start taking down Stardusts and Stingers and all that. However, Minotaurs moving in here, taking down one fencer, Scorchers moving forwards as well. Should be able to clean all of this up, right, with this army. Ravager here, sure. And you're talking about air. Why are you talking about air? Do you need air? Do you want air? Is the enemy going air? I don't know. Anyways, over here, these blitzers should be able to get cleaned up by this amount of Scorchers, right? However, blitzers are from tanks. Those are quite quick as well. And yeah, they are taking heavy losses, the Scorchers, if they would be chasing this. Over here, Minotaur will get cleaned up, right? It should. And there it goes. That is 340 reclaim. On this side, Badger going down against Scorchers. Really nicely done. And there is a bit of a problem for Team Southeast in my eyes. You're going Fencer, Badger, Ravager. You do know that that gets cleaned up by Ravagers pretty well, right? Ravagers have a lot of HP, which means that they deal with the fire from fences and badgers without too many difficulties. And well, your own Ravagers will be outnumbered if the enemy is going only Ravager. Also, you're against tanks, which means that they also have like Minotaur and Blitzes, and are also relatively speedy, which means that these forces might look scary, but shouldn't be too difficult to clean up. Especially if like your Scorches get cleaned up first, and like are not even close to the main army. Because yeah, this in my eyes is the main army. Over here, more eco is being raided, this time by blitzes. Up north, level 1 commander. Getting like 3 or 4 blitzes here, should be able to get it down. Moving into the base. There is quite a lot of poking going on over here. Stinger over there. Stinger over here. Couple of Lotus. Commander as well. And Northwest's attrition is still slightly positive, but not by that much. I mean, that's what you get when you're facing Fencer and Badger. And oh no, that's a dead commander if he doesn't jump. And he does jump, so he will stay up for now. And in the back of the base now there is also another fusion for Team Northwest. That could be a good reason to go for an air switch. Especially because, well, the enemy doesn't have any fences, which means that they don't really have any good anti-air. going for an air switch against Team Southeast, you've got to face off against all of these fencers, like 9 of them, and that's after a lot of them went down. Which might not actually be great. Also, it's only going up, it isn't there yet. This one is. Also, Ravagers, move in! You can kill the factory now, or at least you could have killed it by now. Commander will stay up for now as well, over here, but if these Blitz decide to move in for it, they could maybe kill it. Even though there are quite a couple of Lotus turrets near. Over here, Ravagers moving through, and that means that the fusion should not go up, right? Fusion is being abandoned, but with this army coming in, the Ravagers should be cleaned up, right? Mason is going to do a little bit of reclaiming, which is really nice, and here the better assault. And of course, good DPS from Stardust. Over here, double Minotaur. What does it do? I mean, not that much honestly, 3 Minotaurs, but they're being sieged by fences, badges, Ravagers. And Ravagers are slightly more maneuverable, which means that if microed or like on the attack move, they will dodge at least a couple of the Minotaur shots. So Minotaurs do have to go back. Over here, Blitzes, I don't know where you're going here. All of the forces have been cleaned up. And that's a bit of a problem. There is quite a lot in the back of the base. Economy by now is way better for Northwest. Partially because of reclaim. But they don't have that much more reclaim than the enemy. And, well, these units should be able to move in here. I don't know why everything is being sent back. I mean, a lot of army over here being healed up, which is really nice. Another advanced raider is going up, even though you've already got one over here. I don't think this one actually gives you any significant amount of more radar. No, it doesn't. Over here, badges are just going to take down a little bit of economy, which is all fine and good. But yeah, this is a bit of a problem for like a double rover play. You can't really do anything against metal extractors that are like encased in a little bit of a wall. The only things that can really damage them is like badges or like impalers. Something like that. Having a Cornea over here could be nice, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work. Cyclops is also up, which means that the tank player has got a lot of army value. They've got like 3 or 4 Minotaurs over here, multiple Blitz, single Cyclops, and they've got, of course, a little bit of a assistance from their own teammate. All of the rovers over here do have to go back, because it's pretty damn sure that they can't push the position anymore. Dominatrix, 5 of them are out, and well, those are pretty damn hard counters against tank factories. At least that's what I always think. Because, well, what does tank have against Dominatrix? Can they push in with, what you call them? Kadachis or maybe Blitzes? They can, but as soon as there are multiple Dominatrix, you need to have a lot of raiders in order to do such a thing. Over here, Kadachis might be able to clean up a couple of badges again soon. And expose commander, not what you want. Over here, this is a scary force. I mean, it's Rippers and Ravagers. Rippers for good damage, Ravagers to soak the shots from the fences. There is a single, like, I think it was a Scorcher that was being captured. Sure. However, look. Uh-oh, Strider Hub are struggling for energy by now. But, yeah. The fact that they already have like a double Cyclops right here. Not sure how many they have. Okay, 2 of them. They've already got 4 Minotaurs. And they want to go for Striders. Damn. I mean, that's a dead God save the Queen. But God won't save this commander. Hello, Commander. Goodbye, Commander. Over here, yeah, that is scary. 5 Dominatrix are out right now. I don't know if you want to go for more. It doesn't look like it right now. No, you don't. Why not? Having Dominatrix against Minotaurs and Cyclops should be good. However, these forces from like Team Northwest are insane. Just look. So many Scorchers, Ravagers, Rippers in behind, and then like that's just from the rover player. Dominatrix are still 4 of them up. They have been able to retreat quite decently. However, all of these fences should go down pretty damn soon. Strider Hub over here also going up, however, expensive and quite exposed, being like quite far forwards. Down south, there is more raiding going on from Team Northwest. Really nice, of course. And yeah, here with the Aspis are able to defend this army kind of well. And they should have a lot of reclaim here. That's just 2,000 in this space. Also, I didn't know that there were geothermal vents on this map. Oh well. However, look. 141, like 155% attrition. That's a lot. And the Strider Hub. I mean, it's not the most useful unit, you can say. Athena. However, look. Athenas, what do you want to do? Because there is one thing you want to do, and that's reclaim. Like, that's when I'm questioning the decision to go Athena. It's the first time I've actually seen like Athenas in like an actual match, where people are actually serious about trying to win. Hello, Athena. Hey, come on. Yeah, they still just want to reclaim. And I don't get that. Athena now being pushed back by the big army. Not trying to be captured. Or like, not being captured. Over here, this is too scary, right? This is probably over. I mean, the poll failed. However, what do you do against the forces from Team Northwest? Except for maybe that air switch that your teammate was talking about. Because yeah, an air switch could work, maybe. Destroying the fusions, destroying factories, something like that. That could work, right? I mean, fusions, look, they explode real nice. And maybe singularities. Yeah. The fact that we actually are going to see a singularity reactor in just a simple 2v2 is kind of insane. The only times you see singularities normally is in like big teams all welcome matches. But no, we're actually going to have them here. Something else? Palladino! I mean Paladin. Since when do you have Paladin? Also, another fusion went down. But that's not even something we care about anymore. I mean, Strider Hub over here. Not sure where you got up a second one. Just ask your teammate to build it and then send it to you if you really need it. But yeah, Paladin. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Singularity, 40 seconds. Do we think Southwest is going to hold on for that long? I mean, Athenas, why reclaim? You would have at least assumed they would, like, maybe resurrect? That's the whole thing about Athenas, right? They are able to resurrect units. while also flying, so like being quite quick. They're now doing things that any old constructor could do. And there it is. Singularity reactor has just been constructed. And now they're asking about morphing this, because that way they have an iris, which is able to cloak all of their army. Really nice, of course. Over here, why don't you resurrect the commander? That gives you like 4 more income. 4, right? These days. Where is the commander? Okay, I don't see commander. I do say Dante and somewhere, yeah. Where do you have your commanders? Did both of your commanders go down? No, right? One is over here. Yeah, 4 and 6. Economy is being sieged once again, which is fine. And like this, I don't get it. Why reclaim? You've got this whole resurrect. Spend energy to resurrect units. Get them for free. Something like that. And I mean, this is over, right? 28 eco and you're even floating. This is 110. However, the reason I did want to show this match is just because of, well, something like this. Hello there, wireframe. Goodbye, wireframe. This is a Paladin. Why are you still constructing it? There it is. Paladin in a 2v2. How often do you see that? Singularity in a 2v2. You don't really see that often. And airplanes. Going for owls is quite a good idea, I will say. I'll be ready to go as soon as second Dante gets to front. There is one Dante here. We're getting a Marlin here. I mean, yeah, it's over and all that, sure. And because of that you can argue that, well, you don't even need the Stridus. I mean, sure. On the other hand, there's Stridus. Who wouldn't want to see Stridus in a 2v2, or just in general? It's the best thing the game has to offer, the very late game massive units. That's the appeal for most players. So you want to see those things fight. Palladin, right there, although you can't see it. That's what people want. Kunia is being morphed on, like, at least this side. I think the iris was just being constructed over here. Or like by Team Southeast, because they did get a cloak pot factory. And well, the S-Switch. Hey Paladin, you should keep up. Or rather, you guys should slow down for a Paladin. Look, Dante, Paladin. Air. You're once again asking for air. Look, I don't think air is a bad idea. However, you've already just seen Dante fire, Paladin fire, and you still seem to think you have a chance. I mean, I don't even care how many jump bot bombs you can find. It's not going to work. It's a shame though that you didn't actually hold on just a little longer to see all of these Stridus fight. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye. Interesting that they use team color yellow and blue.